Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I'd like to introduce you to this project. This is my sunset silhouette project, and it was designed especially for kids and beginners. You do not have to have any experience at all to be successful with this project. I will take you step by step through this entire process, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. I'd like to go over the supplies and the materials that you will need for this project. The first thing that you'll need is a piece of paper. I use a piece of thick white paper, and that works very, very well. You'll also need some paint. I'm using Tempera paint for this project. And if you don't have Tempera paint, that's okay. You can use poster paints or you can use acrylic paints. Acrylic paints look like this. And the colors that you will need for this project are black, you will need yellow, orange, red, and purple. Another thing that you will need is a larger paintbrush that looks like this and a smaller paintbrush that looks like this. Notice how these paintbrushes are more flat. On the end, if you have a paintbrush like this, that would be great. If you don't, just use whatever you have. Another thing that you will need is a paper towel. Paper towels are used for projects to make sure that messes get cleaned up. And I have a little bit of a cleanup on this particular project. You will need a palette. I like to use a paper plate. That way I can just toss it in the garbage can when I'm finished with my painting for the day. And then the last thing that you'll need is a mat. I like to use a mat underneath my workspace so that I can keep my area nice and tidy and clean. Alrighty friends, I hope that you have fun with this project. Let's get started. Alrighty friends, so in this step what we're going to do is we are going to create the background for our sunset, and we're going to use some colors of the sunset. So we're going to use some yellow. Going to shake my yellow up a little bit and put a little dot of yellow there. We're going to use some orange. We're going to use some red. And we're going to use some purple. And remember, you don't need that much paint. Just put a little bit of paint out on your palette. That way you're not being wasteful. It's really, really important. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to just put yellow in the center right here. So find the center, the middle, and then what we're going to do is about 4 or 5 inches, which is maybe about 7 or 8 centimeters. You're going to make a strip of yellow. And when you're painting your yellow paint, you're just going to go back and forth like this. We're not going to go up and down or around in circles. You're just going back and forth this way, okay? So you find the middle, and then you just make about this thick of a line of yellow. Watch what I mean. So you make a line, and then from that line, go a little bit above, and notice how I'm going back and forth with my paintbrush. Going back and forth with my paintbrush. Back and forth. And I'm painting pretty quickly because I don't want my paint to dry before I start my next color, which is orange. I want it to be a little bit wet because I want to blend it into the orange. So I'm just going back and forth. There we go. All right. Next color is orange. I'm not even going to clean my paintbrush. I'm just going to go right into the orange and start with my orange. Back and forth. And I'm touching my yellow, but I'm not really going into my yellow yet. So I'm going to go back and forth. I'm not going up and down or around in circles. Just going back and forth. I'm touching my yellow, but I'm not going into it yet. There we go. I'm working pretty quickly. Now that I feel that I'm finished with my orange, now I'm going to go a little bit into the yellow. just like this. When I'm doing this, I want to make sure that I blend it pretty well because I don't want there to be a hard line of paint. I don't want there to be a hard line of paint. So I'm blending it pretty well. You'll see a little bit of a line, but it's not like orange and then yellow. I want to make sure that I'm blending it a little bit. So back and forth, just like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side on the bottom. So watch what I do. I touch my yellow, but I'm not going into it yet. And I'm going back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth. And I'm working pretty quickly. There we go. Now that I'm finished with this orange, now I'm going to go up into my yellow because remember, we don't want that hard line. We want it to kind of blend into the yellow a little bit more. And I'm going back and forth. There we go. All right, now I'm going to be working with my red, and I'm going to do the same thing with my red. I'm going to touch my orange, but I'm not going into my orange yet. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay, now that I'm finished with my red, I'm going to go into my orange, back and forth, and I'm going to blend it pretty well because I don't want there to be a hard line of orange and a hard line of red. Do you see how I'm blending it back and forth? There we go, that looks pretty cool. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. I'm going to touch the orange, but I'm not going into it yet. Just making my strip of red. And I'm going back and forth. And then I'm going to go into my orange. And I'm going back and forth because I don't want there to be a hard line. Sometimes this might take a minute, but you just need to be patient with yourself and with your artwork. And then it will look the best that it can look. All right, last color, we're going to use some purple. It's going to just be at the very top and the very bottom. You might not even be able to see this very well up here where I'm painting because it might go off the video view. But I'm just doing exactly the same thing. I'm slightly touching the red, and then once I'm finished painting with my purple, I will go into the red. So back and forth, back and forth. I'm finished with my purple. Now I'm going to go into my red, just like this. And did you notice that I didn't even wash off my paintbrush? Keeping that paintbrush just with all those different colors on it. Back and forth. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the bottom. We're not going into the red. We're going back and forth all the way to the bottom. So you're going to touch the bottom and even go off the bottom a little bit. Good thing you have your mat down there so your space is not getting all messy. All right, I'm finished with that. Now I'm going to bring a little bit of that paint up. Back and forth, back and forth. Moving pretty quickly because this type of paint dries pretty quickly. Awesome. Alrighty, there we go. So what do you think? That is the background for our sunset. That was a lot of work to get it to look this way, but it will be well worth it when it's finished. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let our painting dry, and then after it's completely dry, then what we're going to do is we are going to add some detail to our silhouette for our sunset scene. I'll see you back here in a little bit. Alrighty friends, welcome back to the next step. In this step, what we're going to do is we are going to create our silhouette for our sunset. So let's get started on that. The first thing that you'll need to do is put some black paint on your palette. So I'm just going to put a small amount of black paint. Remember, put as small of a dollop as paint as you can, because you can always add more, but it's hard to put the paint back into the little bottle. What you're going to do here is you're going to make a line, and the line is going to be very small and very thin. Let me show you what I mean. You'll want your smaller paintbrush, and you're just going to make a line going straight across. This is going to be called the horizon line. So I'm going to make it going straight across. It's not going to be perfect because you are drawing it with your free hand. I guess I should say painting it, but just do the best that you can. I'm actually going to move these bottles out of the way so I can make sure that I do my best work. There we go. So I'm going to bring that line coming across. And remember, if you run out of paint, then all you need to do is put some more on there. Put some more on your paintbrush. So the next thing that we're going to do after we have our line of black for our horizon line, we're going to just add a little bit of detail. If you'd like to draw this out with a pencil, you can certainly do that. Basically, we're just going to make some mountains coming down right here. And then if you'd like to make some over on this side, you can do that as well. I like to just go for it, and I like to just do it with my paintbrush and not even use the pencil. So I just come down and I make sure that my line is not very straight, because I want it to look more like a mountain or a hill. And then maybe I'll have one come up here that's not quite as tall, like this. So here are my two hills, and this is some water right here. I'm going to paint these in, and I'm going to go slowly and carefully so I can do a really good job painting these in. And then if I'd like to change the shape of this mountain or hill, I go ahead and change it. For example, if I wanted this to be a little bit more bumpy, I would just bring up my paintbrush like this and make it a little bit more bumpy. Give it a little bit more detail. There we go. Now I'm going to do the same on this side. So I'm just going to paint it in, fill it in with black, and this will be a silhouette. Alrighty, there we go. So we have our mountains in our sunset. And what we're going to do now is we're going to create a palm tree. So you get to decide which side you'd like your palm tree to be on, this side or this side. If you'd like to have two sets of palm trees, you can do that as well. I'm going to just have one, and I think I'm going to have it on this side right here. And the palm tree is going to go up into the sky like this. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did up here. I'm going to do it down here. So I'm going to make a little bit of a hill that my palm tree is going to sit on. Now this is called the foreground, so this will be a little bit closer to us. Alrighty friends, so I'm back and I have my horizon line, I have my hills, and I have my foreground. At this point, I'm going to start painting my palm tree coming out this way, and then maybe I'll have my palm fronds up here at the very top. I haven't really decided yet. I'm going to let this dry for just a couple of minutes. If you don't want yours to dry for a few minutes and you want to jump into it, that's okay. But I'm going to let mine dry for a couple of minutes and I will be back in the next video. Alrighty friends, I'm back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put a palm tree right here, and we're going to start with the trunk of the palm tree. And palm trees, sometimes their trunks get a little bit curved. So I like my palm tree's trunk to curve out this way, okay? If you would like it to go this way, go ahead and do that. But I think for my particular painting, it would look better if mine was going this way. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make my palm tree trunk, and I'm going to make an arched line like this. And then I'm going to make it a little bit wider and wider and wider until I am happy with it. Palm tree trunks are not that wide. So we just keep going up and down until we're happy with our palm tree trunk. It's basically, the shape is basically a curved line, and you just make it as thick as you want. I think I'd like mine a little bit thicker. Basically, when you're doing this part, you just kind of get a feel for what you like, and if you want to change it, you can go ahead and change it. All right, I think I like that right there. So basically I started out with a curved line, and then I just kept adding on to the curved line until I was happy with the thickness of it. Notice the bottom of my palm tree trunk is a little bit thicker than the top part, all right? So the next step is going to be making the fronds. The fronds are the leaves. So basically, I'm just going to make some curved lines coming out like this. And if I run out of paint, that's okay. I just add more paint onto my paintbrush. Maybe I'll make one more. So did you see how I did that? I just made some curved lines coming out from the top of my trunk. Some curved lines coming out from the top of my trunk. So these main parts of our palm fronds will be covered up basically by the other parts of the palm fronds, the little leaves. So let me show you how you're going to make the leaves. The leaves are just going to be at the bottom part of your fronds, just on one side. So what you do is you make curved lines coming out like this. Don't forget to reload your paintbrush every so often, just like this. Now on this one, we're going to start here, and we're just going to make curved lines coming down, just like this, from that main line. See how that works? Now on this side, we're going to do the opposite. We're going to come down here at the bottom. We're going to go the other way. All the way to the end. There we go. And then on this one, we're going to go on this side. Oop, that one got a little bit long, right? And then on this one here, I think I'm going to go this way. One more thing that you might want to think about is putting a couple of little coconuts here. So if you'd like to do that, you just go to the base of these palm fronds and you just make little circles like this. And those could be little coconuts. There we go. I love it. Alrighty friends, I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you next time.